A modern strategy for corporations today is to use public data as a competitive advantage. By using real-time pricing changes, you can monitor global supply chains and audit market dynamics. But many organizations still depend on fragmented data. They rely on scrapers that are unreliable, and there are anti-bot detections that create obstacles for these scrapers. So, to operate at scale, corporate strategy teams need compliant, unified data and infrastructure that transforms complex web footprints into structured business intelligence. Today, we're examining the industry leaders who are using enterprise grade web access platforms to inform their strategic decisions. This is Bright Data, and it's essentially a solution designed for enterprise data analysts and non technical business leaders who want raw market intelligence delivered straight to them, either in JSON format or as a CSV. As you can see, it's the web's data unlocked. They offer the Scraper Studio, data for AI products, Unlock API, Discover API, SERP API, all kinds of data feeds, as well as proxies. You can see they do have a free tier, so feel free to sign up and get access to that. No credit card is needed, but it's trusted by over 20,000 customers worldwide, from McDonald's to Nokia to all sorts of different companies. You have data feeds, web access APIs, proxy interfaces, and it's ideal for e-commerce, marketing, and travel. There are just so many use cases. But these are all the integrations you can use with AI and machine learning. You've got AWS, Google, Anthropic, NAN, High Level, Claude, and all sorts of different companies, plus some great videos about it right here. So let's actually dive in and see what it's all about, because I think you'll be really excited to see how well this performs. So we're inside the actual tool here. If we scroll down to datasets, they do have a marketplace. So I just went to my datasets, but if you go to the data marketplace and look at all the really popular datasets you can use, you'll see you can access LinkedIn, Crunchbase, Zillow, LinkedIn company information, Glassdoor, Amazon. These are just the most popular ones, and they're adding more and more all the time. So if we click on, for example, LinkedIn, you can see all the records listed here, from the ID, the name, city, country, position, and use cases. So LinkedIn US profiles, there are all sorts of use cases. You can see the statistics. We have over 431 million. So really, the things you can do with this information are incredible. As you can see, it only costs a fraction of a penny to access and use this data. Honestly, it's amazing what you can do. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Web Scraper API. If we go to Scrapers, you can see all the popular scrapers here. We can go to My Scrapers, we can check out logs and the scraper library. So they've got LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, ChatGPT, Facebook, X, and they're constantly adding more and more. These are just the most popular ones, and it's brilliant that you can scrape these to get profile information, company details, job postings. You can get users, posts, Instagram images, videos, follow accounts, extract data from post profiles on X. So many different possibilities. They've got over 660 pre-built scraping code templates for targeting major web platforms and pulling that data, which is pretty mad. I mean, I think it's incredible how they've built this platform to really let it dynamically target web pages no matter what changes are made. The tools these websites have created to protect their company information, and yet this tool constantly gets around them and can still extract that data, especially from places like Amazon. Let's head over to the e-commerce section here, and you can see they've got eBay, the Play Store, Walmart, and Amazon. So with a company like Amazon, they're always trying to stop people from pinching their information. You can extract product categories, pricing, customer information, all of it right here, either by using the collect URL for bestsellers. You've got category URLs as well. For example, here you can see baby products, luggage, art. We've got something else too. I think this one is per product. We can use the zip code. We can do keyword research, light bulbs, or right here. And it really lets you create something that suits your business. And it's all pre-built. It makes it so easy to adjust these. You can do reviews, add seller information, and use global datasets. It's all easily done right here. All you need to do is upload a file or add your own inputs. If you want to add your own URL, you can, just by following the example of some of these other options here. They've got all sorts of snapshots, notifications, and overviews showing what type of JSON result you'll get. So, for example, this will give you a title, seller's name, brand, description, initial price, currency, availability, and so on, all in a nicely organized JSON file. Or you can even get it as a CSV, just like this. So it's really well put together and very easy to manage. Let's go ahead and move over to where the magic happens, the proxies. I've just moved over here, either on the right or the left, from the scrapers to the proxy. And this is where you can really change the game. Essentially, you're setting up a localized geo-targeting tool that lets you change your IP using ethically sourced IP addresses. You can use residential data centers or an ISP with over 150 million residential IPs, offering both sticky and rotating sessions. They have a 99.9% success rate. Data centers offer the most cost-efficient network with over 1 million IPs, response times of less than a second, and 99% uptime. Ideal for static IPs. It's pretty incredible what you can achieve. This is for data centers, for methods of accessing data from any website, even those with really sophisticated detection systems. It enables you to display pricing that isn't skewed or localized when analysts are tracking storefronts. If you're in one location and want to see how things look in another, you can change your IP to that region, which really helps you to understand the market as a whole. We can go ahead and select residential, and then we'll move down to the configuration screen. As you can see, verification is required. You can get started straight away. Use an IP ISP proxy or use a web tracker IP. We've just selected that, and now we can access quite a bit of information. We can choose unlimited, dedicated, unlimited, or shared options. We can have loads of different proxies. If we want, say, 100, we can just add our country here. So there are quite a few options we can use here, even advanced settings. There are loads of things we can change. Or we can just, pick the United States or Canada or wherever it is. They've got every single country you can choose from. So there's quite a lot of use you can get out of it. If we go to the playground here, you can see how we can basically use mobile proxies, data center, ISP, or residential. We can change it to United States, California, and a postcode, and then we can see the target URL. And that's how easy it is to implement into pretty much any kind of system. I mean, this is where you can use it for your own tools or whatever you need. So pretty amazing stuff, to be honest. So if you're ready to move your corporate research from unstable, fragmented to enterprise-grade market intelligence infrastructure, check out the link below. Click on the link in the description section to set up your account on Bright Data today. Unlock a truly comprehensive view of your market landscape